Good morning, good night. I was having an issue with the subwoofer. I have the premium pack in that car. So the 2011 Lotus Evora I have has most options that were available at the time. Pretty much everything. It's got the premium pack, it's got the sport pack, it's got the, I don't know, whatever. It's got a lot. The point is, I looked in the back and I realized there's a subwoofer that's just kind of by the right rear passenger would be, and it's a subwoofer in sort of the three-quarter panel there. I said, oh, and I was turning it up, and there's definitely no no bass coming out of it. So I kind of went on a mission. I said, I'm gonna have to like really get in here and take out the subwoofer, and the amplifiers may be blown or something. And it turns out I was wrong. I was happy that I was wrong, because guess what? You can get it to work just by adjusting the head unit. So this is how you do it.
Okay, so first of all, there's no help here in the owner's manual. Basically, this is the only paragraph that even mentions the speakers and the subwoofer, and it says some cars may have a single subwoofer. Okay, that's not helpful. Okay, back to our diagram. Let's try to simplify this a little bit. All right, that's better, and we've color-coded it too. So what we have here is a 2.1 system, meaning you've got stereo pair of speakers in the front and a subwoofer in the back. Basically, your stereo pair is actually two components, so it's a tweeter and a woofer on the left side and the right side. And then you've got one subwoofer in the back. There's no rear channel, is what we're trying to say here.
Wow.com to learn more about United.
And that can be confirmed by just fading the music towards the back. And when you do that, there's no sound that comes out. There's no rear speakers.
Now, and buy 4 participating items in 1 transaction to qualify.
So to get this to work, there's 3 quick steps. 1, turn your sub on. 2, turn the level up to 15, which is the maximum. And 3, fade it towards the rear.
Okay, guys, you might have the same problem as me. I have the audio system with the subwoofer in my 2011 Evora, and that has the Alpine unit in the dash, INA W900. But the issue you might have, if you're like me, is you may not have, your subwoofer may be there, but just not working. You think, well, what the hell should I do? Okay, a couple of things. So let's go to source, okay? Go to source, go up here to the menu button. Now, you'll need to go into this audio setup now, but I want to take a step. Here's a free tip for you. Right now, this is displaying the whole row of options, but sometimes it's not there. For example, like if you have the car in gear, or you have the car basically any position except for e-brake up, and then they appear. Gone, there. Gone, there. Now sometimes it's a little funky. You actually have to press the brake pedal. I swear to God, it's a real thing. And you press the brake pedal and then it works. But regardless, the e-brake for sure, and possibly a tap of the brake pedal. I swear you might have to do that sometimes. So anyway, go into your audio setup, and basically this is what you want to mess around with. First of all, you make sure your subwoofer's on, right? I think that was a pretty obvious thing. So I went in there, I turned it on, and I thought, oh, clearly that's it. I'll just turn on the subwoofer. It didn't work. Okay, guess what? Over here, there's a sub menu, and it's always down to 0. Well, guess what? I turned it up to like level 3, 4, 5. No. You got to go to the max, 15. Go to 15. That's where you need to be. Okay? You're still not done. You'd think that would certainly do it. No. Now you need to put your fader back to, certainly towards halfway towards the rear. So I have this on fade 7. That's actually a relatively more bass sound, because that bass, for whatever reason, is not like a sub out from this input. It actually is wired towards the rear, the rear speakers. Anyway, just bear with me. You got to do this, and how far you put it back adjusts how much bass you get out of here, and it's significant. Okay, now once you've done all of these things, you can have your subwoofer work. This is the 2011 Lotus Evora. You've got to do those 3 things, You can take it all the way back. Now, funky thing, now once you've done all that, you can come in here and you can adjust, like your bass level. This also affects the front speakers, so you don't really want to just crank this up because that's going to give you a really muddy sound out of the front door cards. And your treble, that's fine. You can pretty much leave it like this. This is kind of the quick settings that I like. Now, the reason why you might want to have it here is you can kind of turn the subwoofer up and down real quick through this without having to go into the deep menu. And then you'll still have the rest of your audio sounding pretty good. So that is how to get your subwoofer working with the Alpine unit.
Just earning my right to scream tomorrow, to scream tomorrow, to scream. Yeah, tomorrow when it all comes down, and I don't really want to make you frown, but you.
All right, guys, not the fanciest video, but look, if I got some knowledge, I'll share it with you. This is for the 2011 Alpine INA W900 stereo head unit and the corresponding amplifier and sub. So hopefully, if you've got a 2011 and your subwoofer's not working, give it a shot. Maybe it'll work. Cheers.